Off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts. Niggas caught me slipping once, okay, so what?
Hey, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Southside LT back with another banger. And today, man, we'll be checking out something really nice with it, bro. Why Larry Bird will always be better than Kevin Durant. This not even a debate. I don't even know why we watching this video, but my fans love Larry Bird. I love Larry Bird, so we're going to watch it and see what it is. I know the far this debate is Kevin Durant's a little bit more athletic or whatever the case may be, but when it comes to pure talent, pure killer instinct, Larry Bird has him taken by the cake, and that's just that. So, man, we're going to check out this video today. I'm really looking forward to it, man. If this is your first time seeing me on your screen or you're a new subscriber, make sure y'all go ahead and leave me a like. And if you ain't hit the subscribe button, what you waiting on, baby? Hit the subscribe and let's get it popping, man. So let's go ahead and get into this video, bro. I'm really looking forward to this. This is going to be great.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today I am back with another video where this time, once again, we're going to compare two NBA legends, one from the past and one in the current NBA. The players I've chosen are Larry Bird and Kevin Durant. And first off, I want to clarify, both these guys in my personal book are top 15 players of all time and both top 3 small forwards. And I think in the coming years, Kevin Durant is going to have some big time debates and arguments for actually being better than Larry Legend. So with that being the case, I want to make my case as to why Bird will always be better and greater than one Kevin Durant. Now before we get into that, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please make sure to do so. And if you could like this video, I greatly appreciate it. So with that being said, let's get into the video.
Let's go.
First off, I'm looking at both Larry Bird and Kevin Durant. They're both talented offensive players and all-time great small forwards, as established, and everyone knows that. But when I look at both these players, there are some really big differences on their impact on winning and a team overall. Specifically looking at Larry Bird, when he came in the NBA as a rookie in 1980, he completely transformed a Celtics team that was in the dumpster of the NBA. And looking at both these rosters with Bird and without Bird the previous year, they're fairly similar and definitely comparable. On both these teams, he had one 20-point scorer and 8 guys in double digits. And when you go more in depth on both these teams, before Bird and with Bird, the 80 Celtics drastically improved, with their only big improvement being Larry Bird. Look at the 80 Celtics, 5th in scoring, 6th in opponent scoring, 1st in SRS, 1st in net rating, 2nd offensive rating, 4th in defensive rating, and they won 61 games, the most in the NBA. Only a year before that, Boston was in the bottom half of every category in the NBA. And to clarify, at this time, there were only 22 teams in the league. So in all these categories, they're on the bottom quarter of offense as well as defense. And in total, they only won.
I just want to say that's all-star capability. When you see a player come in and look like legit the next year, his first year playing as a rookie, he comes in and pushes your team to what is that, first in the league? What, 61 and 21? Let's see. 4th in defense, 2nd in offense. Yeah, like his stats don't lie. For his first year as a rookie, he made the team the best team in the league. Like, I'm in the way. Let me move this over real quick. Oh, shit, wrong one. Look at this. He made his team the best in the league. He made his team the best in the league his first year in. It's going to be hard for anybody to make the argument that Kevin Durant is better when Kevin Durant got with OKC and they did not look good at all. They didn't look good. And they had 3 superstars. They had 3 superstars. James Harden, Westbrook, and Kevin Durant. You get what I'm saying?
Record of 22 teams. And looking past Bird's early years, look at 1988, Bird's last prime season. That year, Boston was 3rd in scoring, 14th in opponent scoring, 1st in SRS, 1st in net rating, 1st in offensive rating, 17th in defensive rating, and they won 57 games, the 2nd best record in the NBA. Only a year later, the 89 Celtics, with Bird playing 6 games, dropped in virtually every category. And they went from a top-tier offensive team and a top-tier defensive team to a mid-tier or below-average team in those categories. And in total, they only won 42 games, the 16th best record in the NBA. So any way you want to slice it when looking at Larry Bird, whether he was old or young, when he was not on the court, his
They
impact
wasn't
was
winning.
definitely felt for that Boston team, as he was their best scorer, their best passer, as well as their best rebounder, and some years early on, he was actually their best defender, making 3 all-defensive teams. For KD, yes, he is impactful, but you can make a very strong argument. For his 2 championships, he was not the most valuable player on those teams. That was Steph Curry. Now, looking past Bird's immense impact, let's look at how good his peak was from 84 to 88. Looking at his stats, he averaged 27 points per game, 9.8 boards, 6.8 assists, on insane 51, 40, and 89.9.
Bro, you know how, what the, whoa. 5-year period. What? 51%? You know how hard it is to keep an average above 50% from the field goal range? For a season. This is regular season. 3 MVPs. Free throws. 89% from the free throw line. 89%. That means Larry Bird was automatic. Them like, you might as well give him them 2 points. 60-point wins 3 times. Finals appearance 4 times. 2 final MVPs. God dang.
Larry Bird was a 27-point, 54-90 player. That historically is insane and only rivaled by someone like a Steph Curry. Also during this time period, Bird won 3 MVPs all in a row, and his Boston teams won 60-plus games, also 3 years in a row. And if you look to his playoff numbers, once again, they're nearly identical to his stats in the season, as he averaged 26 points per game, 10 boards, 7 assists, on 49, 37, and 90 splits. And during this time period, Boston won 2 championships, with Bird winning 2 Finals MVPs. And whatever you think Larry Bird's best season was, you have to admit he was the best offensive player in the NBA, and arguably the best all-around player the game had seen. He was a top 3 scorer, the best small forward rebounder, and the second best passer, only behind Magic. And one thing you have to know about Larry Bird in his prime, he averaged 39.1 minutes per game, and he missed less than 20 games during a 5-year stretch. That for today's players is simply unheard of.
Y'all know we got.
Now we're looking
hold on, I don't want to miss anything. We'll go back.
Players is simply unheard of. Now we're looking at Bird's best season in totality, taking into account accolades. I think it's the '86 season where he won MVP. During this year, Larry averaged 25.8 points per game, 9.8 boards, 6.8 assists, on 49, 42, and 89 splits. And Boston's a team, the best record in the NBA, only losing 15 games.
This man was top 10 in everything but assists. He was 14, which isn't far from being top 10. In every category. Led for his team, points, assists, rebounds, and steals. That's just for his team. Now when it comes to the league, 4th in points, 7th in rebounds, 9th in steals, 14th in assists, 1st in win shares. What in the hell? How is this even... What? LeBron James can't make the argument that he's better than Larry Bird. LeBron James ain't never did this. Yo.
And Bird this year made 82 threes. That was the most
82
in the NBA,
threes.
and 10
God
doubles,
damn.
also the most in the league. And we're looking at stats versus the team. He was their leader in points, assists, rebounds, as well as steals. And for the NBA, he was 4th in scoring, 7th in boards, 9th in steals, and 14th in assists. Also, the advanced stats are phenomenal, as he ranks top 10 in offense, as well as defense in the advanced stat categories. And if you look to the playoffs, once again, his stats are highly impressive, as he averaged 25.9 points per game, 9.3 boards, 8.2 assists, on 52, 41, and 93 splits. And for the '86 Celtics in the playoffs, they had a 15-3 record, only losing 1 game in the Eastern Conference. And the one thing I found very interesting is that Bird, in the closeout games, was simply phenomenal, averaging 24.5 points, 8.8 boards, 7.5 assists, on a remarkable 52, 54, and 94 splits. And in Game 6 versus Houston in the finals, he had 29 points, 12 assists, and 11 boards, in a closeout victory. And speaking of the NBA Finals, Larry Bird, in my personal view, played tougher finals competition than Kevin Durant. Look at Larry Bird's 5 finals appearances. In '81, he played the Rockets, '84 the Lakers,
Lakers,
'85
Rockets,
'86
Lakers.
the Rockets, and '87 the Lakers once again.
That
On
Rockets
those
team
teams,
was
Here's
nice.
some of the greatest players of the decade.
Morris,
Kid Moses
yeah.
Malone, Calvin Murphy, Hakeem, Ralph Sampson, Kareem, Magic, Worthy, Michael Cooper, and older Bob McAdoo. And specifically looking at the Lakers, those three teams are better than any finals team KD ever played. And Bird beating the '84 Lakers was a massive upset at the time. And one thing for KD's legacy that always has to be mentioned is that he went to a 73-win team after blowing a 3-1 lead to them in the Western Conference Finals. Larry Bird, for his entire career, got on one franchise and was loyal to Boston. Kevin Durant made the weakest move in NBA history by going to Golden State. It's a fact, and it simply just happened. And we're looking at his resume.
It tarnishes you. Hold on, let me pause this. It tarnishes you. It tarnishes, and players don't understand that tarnishes you so much when you go to another team and win when they're already doing good, or you build a super team. What LeBron did in Cleveland, what LeBron did with the Heat, what Kevin Durant did going to the Warriors, what LeBron did going to the Lakers, bringing AD with him, doing all of this. It hurts your stats. It hurts. It makes you look bad. And I don't understand why they don't get that. It makes you look so bad. I could see if you drafted to a team. Let me think of like somebody like this. Okay, we'll take the Lakers for instance. Remember how they had Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, and Brandon Ingram. If Brandon Ingram, when it doesn't bother me is if they all became superstars. And Brandon Ingram says, Lonzo and Kuzma can keep this team. I'm going to go to OKC because, OKC ain't got nobody. I'm going to go to OKC and start a team there. He didn't bring nobody with him, but he builds that franchise with draft picks. I don't want him going to go recruit people. He builds that team with draft picks. That doesn't hurt you. I don't count that against you. You left because y'all were all superstars. The cap space probably was too much. They released you here or there or anything like that. James Harden, for one, when he was with the Rockets, if he won a ring with the Rockets, I would have counted that ring. Because I understand with OKC, they allowed him to leave. They wanted him going. They didn't think he was much of a deal package with Kevin Durant and Westbrook. So I can understand that. That would have never held. I don't hold that against James Harden. Now, when he went to Brooklyn, I hold that against him. But that's just how I look at it. You go to teams where they're already good. You build super teams. You trash. It puts a dent on your title run for being the GOAT, and that's what players need to understand.
Now, also when looking at Bird's overall game, one thing he thrived at was being clutch. As in his time period, he's the most clutch player in the NBA and hit numerous game-winning shots. And in total, he had 4 career buzzer-beating shots, all those coming with Boston trailing in the game.
Damn.
In those 4 games, he averaged 41.3 points per game. He scored 38 versus Phoenix, 48 versus Portland, 32 versus Detroit, and 47 versus Washington. No other player in NBA history has multiple 45-point buzzer-beating games. And also, Bird is the only player ever that had back-to-back buzzer beaters in consecutive games. And when looking at his career, he had 21 career game-time go-ahead shots in the final 24 seconds. Also looking at Game 7's, Bird averaged 27 points per game, 9.3 boards, and 6.8 assists. In close-out finals games, he averaged 24 points per game, 11.2 boards, and 5.7 assists. So Bird in the big-time games in the finals and the playoffs, in Game 7s, he always came through for his team when was clutch in the final moments. I think that for a basketball player is a pretty big thing when evaluating the overall game. Now, after looking at all that data, all those facts, my closing argument
dropped it in there
has
perfectly.
The fact Bird is just the better overall basketball player. When it comes to scoring, KD is the better player. When it comes to passing, Bird has a huge edge on KD. Basketball IQ is in Bird's favor.
Look at that shot.
Give
me that.
Clutch definitely in Bird's favor. Basketball mentality went 100% in Bird's favor. One-on-one game, I think KD's favor. But when you look at the general criteria for a basketball player, Larry Bird checks more of those boxes than Kevin Durant.
Yank, man, give me this.
Bird
Yank.
was a 3-time defensive player, and his peak was better than Kevin Durant. And I think adding in the intangibles, that puts Bird even more over the top when compared to KD. And lastly, I'll do a resume summary of Bird's career. In total, he had 10 seasons of 25-5, the second most ever, 5 seasons of 2010 and 5, the most ever. He has 2 seasons averaging 20 points per game on 50-40-90 splits, the most ever, and he has the second highest scoring average for a 50-40-90 season. Also, he's the last player in the NBA to win 3 straight MVP awards. In total, Bird led the NBA in field percentage 4 different times. In a 7-year period, he only missed 10 games. From 81 to 88, he was top 10 in scoring as well as rebounding. And probably the most impressive stat.
Shit, don't even say most impressive stat. Respectfully, the most impressive stat is from 80 to 86. My man missed 10 games. 10?
We're looking at a prime Larry Bird from 81 to 88. He was top 3 in MVP voting every single year. That right there is a...
Whoa, I didn't even look at that. What did he say? Whoa. I was so start up on that. Top 3 MVP voting from 81 for fucking 7 years. He was top 3. None of y'all know how to do y'all job. Y'all just let Larry Bird do what he want to do. You know what? I ain't even mad at you. Do your thing, boy. Do your thing.
Better overall player.
Yes, sir.
Legacy compared to Kevin Durant. So that right there is the end of the video.
Oh, man.
As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time.
All right, man. That was a great video, man. I love watching Larry Bird, bro. And he got valid points, man. I mean, maybe I feel like he didn't do enough arguing for KD, you know, showing his stats and stuff like that. But when Larry Bird give you stats like that, it's hard to compete. Let's be real. It's hard to compete with anybody to say, oh, Larry Bird is a worse player than him. Now, like he said, I do agree with him on that. One-on-one, toe-to-toe, mano-a-mano, Kevin Durant might, and I say that with a big-ass M, might beat Larry Bird. But if it was teams, like you give Oklahoma City Thunder, Kevin Durant versus the Boston Celtics with Larry Bird, I think we give it to the Boston Celtics every time. There's no reason to even doubt it. Now, I know somebody going to comment below, what about the team with the Warriors? Bro, that is a team full of shooters. If I give you a loaded gun with a full clip and I only got 2 bullets, the chance of you killing me is way higher than me killing you. You see what I'm saying? But, man, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure y'all leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on. I hope you guys have a good evening, and I will see you guys soon. LT is out. Peace.